Today's topic, very interesting, very wonderful. So are you ready to flow with us? Are you ready to go with us? Are you ready to share with us? Are you ready to, send us your own side of the story if you've experienced it before and you want someone to learn? That's what we're out to do. As much as Family and Value is all about reminding and bringing to the understanding of the young ones who are just getting married, who are already in marriage, and who are still, still young, to know what marriage is all about. It's not something that, yes, it's an institution, but there are some institutions you don't go to when you are not qualified, right?
Very true.
Okay, you want to go to science, you want to go to the School of Medicine now, and you don't know anything about biology, chemistry.
Don't hate blood. Now we stand the
hey,
blood.
You are now going to School of Medicine. Please, what are you going there to do? Because you get to a stage you need to dissect and start cutting to, know what is, it is well. So it's not for everyone. But as much as we are destined to go into marriage, as it's been written, either by whether you're Muslim or you're Christian, you need to know why you're going into it. You need to be ready for it. You need to be prepared. You need to know what it's all about. So this morning we're looking at, can a cheating partner still be in love? How can you be cheating and you are in love? Some will say, oh God, there was a talked about a particular topic on my show, and what we talked about was, is it true that men are promiscuous in nature? And the first call I received that day was, yes, now we're promiscuous because, men love good things. And when they see, they run this, I say, hey, that means you don't even know what you want. So this morning, it's all about you and I, Joy, and every one of us to talk about it. Can someone who is, should we call it a principal cheater?
Serial cheater.
A serial, okay.
Serial cheater.
Serial killer. No, it's not a serial cheater. Wow. Now, a serial cheater, principled person when it comes to cheating, who will see it as, like, some of them will even put Isaiah for you. I don't want to say. So, can such a person still be in love? Can we say love is in the dictionary or in the background or in the foundation of that person? Because they always have one thing to say, one thing or the other to say. And this morning we just want to look at it. Can such a person seriously be in love?
Wow.
To you,
firstly, to me, I would like to say that for someone not to cheat, whether you're a man or a woman, is the fear of God. So it's the fear of God that makes people not to cheat when they're in relationship, not because they love you or they don't love you. It's just that fear of God, the fear of the Father, the Heavenly Father, the fear of, oh, it's a sin I can't commit. But back to the question and the topic, can a cheating partner still be in love? Yes, they can. And this is it. Just like you said, somebody say men are promiscuous in nature, which I don't agree to that. For me, it's a no-no. I see it as an excuse that men use to hide under their bad behavior, to exhibit very ugly behaviors and say, oh, that's how God created. If that was how God created you, God would have created 2 women out of Adam, but he created just one.
That's another one.
He created just one. So that's to tell you that one man to one woman. But yes, a cheating partner, whether a man or a woman, can still cheat and still be in love. People cheat for different reasons. Now, for men, most men cheat just by for satisfaction, just to satisfy that urge in them that they have not been able to discipline. They've not been able to overcome.
Yeah.
Because we've had guests on this show that have been married for 25 years and have said it on live that they've never cheated on their wives. Are they not men? They are men. So when you look at it, men cheat for different reasons. They cheat because they want to have a taste. Like one will say you cannot eat one soup by day. You can eat that soup, refine the soup. If chicken finish, add beef. If beef finish, use fish. You can cook that soup over and over different menus and still enjoy the same meal. That's just what I'm saying. Now for women, there's always this argument that women cheat based on emotions, which to an extent is true. A woman will still love the husband at home, but cheat for financial resources. Some women go as far as cheating to satisfy their husbands, to make sure that their husbands are okay.
I've heard that
had
before
stories,
now.
and
Yes,
I've seen stories.
But at the end of the day, does it come out?
It doesn't come out nice. That's just the truth. It doesn't
and
come
it's not
out
it's
nice.
not even the best
At
it's
all.
not the best
not the
way
best route
to
go
actually
at all. Yeah, it's
because
not.
at the end of the day, what's the essence of putting yourself on the line and you are being thrown under the bus?
Under the bus because
end
you
of the
decided
day,
to satisfy someone.
now you sacrifice your integrity, you sacrifice your humanhood, you satisfy your family, your children. How would they see it? How would they look at you? But really, it goes a long way.
Someone can still be in love and still cheat.
Okay, that's what Joy is telling us this morning, that someone can still be in love and still cheat.
And they end up marrying the person they are in love with. Keeping the house and be running after.
What can we now call to be, what can we now arguably, agree to be the cause of this cheating? Why the cheating? Why? It's not just about the nature. It's about, just like you said, not being able to control yourself. Why do we have to cheat? Because infidelity is something, it has come and it's still here, and it will continue to be here. And all the time it moves from one grade to another. It moves and you're like, So the line to call is 0704 2234 006 0704 2234 006. That's the line to call to share your experience. Is it true that when someone is practicing infidelity, the person is still in love? That's what we're looking at this morning. Can you be cheating? Whether you are still in courtship, someone who is in courtship, and you have been engaged, and the guy has already, slipped a finger in this, and is like, this is my woman.
You are the
or the two of you are already engaged, whether you're a man or a woman, and the next thing you just find out that, do you know I saw your man to be, I saw your woman to be entering an hotel, and like maybe she went for a conference now, and so like, this one is not conference. There was no program. There was no program in that hotel at that particular point in time, because I worked there. People when they do snitchers, they are all over the place. Okay, so this is the time we have to open the phone lines to get your view, okay, on your contribution. Hello, good morning. Okay. You can also send in your text message. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Yeah, who is on the line? Your name and where you're calling from. Henry from Lagos. What part of Lagos? You want to be specific. Lagos is very big, as much as we have water. So tell me, what part of Lagos are you calling from? Thank you, Henry. So what's your view about this? Can a cheating partner still be in love? Okay, so tell me the reason why you will want to cheat. So I'm going straight to the point now. That does not wait to Henry. You are sure confusing me. I don't know about Joy. Now, Henry, what you said is that because you're not getting satisfaction, you can cheat. And if you love someone, you will not need to cheat. So what side are you on? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, Henry, thank you. Let's listen to others.
You can still love someone.
Hello, good morning. Who is on the line? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you? Thank God it's Friday. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chivere. I'm from Lagos State.
Chidi. Oh, Chivere. Okay. You are calling from where?
Yes, I'm calling from Lagos State. Number to be precise.
Okay, so what's your contribution to this particular topic?
Yeah, I believe in cheating. If you love someone, you can. The reason why you can, as a man or as a woman, the reason why you can cheat on your partner is because basically if there's no communication, constant communication.
You mean like distance? You mean like there's a distance between you?
Even distance, and even while you both live together in the house.
Okay. Okay.
Constant communication. You number one, you will fall out of love for your wife or your husband. Your wife or your husband might look like a stranger to you. Because I believe as a partner, constant communication is very, very paramount.
Yeah.
Very, very important in
True.
every relationship.
True.
And in terms of, okay, let me use this international TV, in terms of the blah, blah, blah. You understand?
In terms of the what?
I call it, in my own terms, I call it blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Love, love, love.
Okay.
I call it blah, blah, blah.
That's
In
good.
my own terms, I call it blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
That area is very, very important.
Okay.
If you cannot communicate with your partner that this is what I love, this is what I want you to do. If you cannot communicate with your partner,
And this is how I want
want
it
it to
done.
yes, it will lead you, either the woman or the man, into cheating.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, so that's my opinion.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
Chivere.
you very much.
Thank you.
Chidera.
Okay, our last call before we go on break. Hello. Who is on the line and where you're calling from? Good morning. Your name, where you calling from? Okay, Mr. Ogunlaye. What's your contribution to this?
I think our chief also, good morning. My contribution to this topic is on this morning. People cheat from many people.
Okay, can you help us with some of them?
Yeah, the one I want to talk about is that, you know, as soon as we are moving in the organic life, that is how God wants to us. So when God created Adam and Eve, it's one man, one woman. But as time goes on, God will see that this man, only this one cannot satisfy this man. So when the other prophet, that is when the other person of God, messenger of God, God now in the game. So there is an avenue for a man to have 1, 2, 3 wives. According to the religion, that is the religious law that is concerning the man.
What religion are you talking about? Which one exactly, sir?
What I mean is that, you know, we have Christian, we have Muslim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Christian is one wife, one husband.
Okay.
Yes.
But as long as you can marry, in fact, from 1 to 4, so there's a venue for a man, Muslim to have like that. If you can be able to satisfy them. So that one will now open to the world that this one has 3 wives, they have 2 wives. It's different from having one wife and have a third concubine.
Okay, and now I get you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, it's time for us to go for our word of marble. Okay, So we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Send in your text message while we go for our break, and we'll be right back. This discussion is hot this morning. Hot, hot. Let's go. It's still Family and Values on Galaxy Television, and we've been discussing, can a cheating partner still be in love? Mr. Gulaye said God decided to after he noticed, he called from Ikorodu that God noticed that this woman alone cannot satisfy the man. So in some religion, that's why you can, yes. And in those religions, it is also what I know is that they will tell you you have to be. It is in their doctrine that you have to be able to love the 4 or the 3 of them equally. Make provision for them. One must not be higher than the other. Ìyàwó kékeré, ìyàwó àgbà. You know, the first wife should be higher. No. Everything must be equal. You understand? I remember many years back, we used to have one of our, Oba, who has many wives. And, when you see them at occasions, they wear the same outfits. I don't know how the inside is, but the outside is what we see.
The outside is beautiful.
The outside is what we see. And, some actually try to meet up with that in the other religion. You understand? They try as much as possible to make sure that they live up to that, trying to cater for the 4 or the 3 of them. Don't even dare. The
truth is, cheating is not for everybody.
It's not for everyone.
See, if you don't have the mind, don't go in, because BP will catch you. It's not something you go in.
Not everybody get liver. Shock absorber. Okay. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Are you there? Okay, so I think we lost our call. You can always send your text message to 070. It's right there on your screen. Send it to that line and we'll definitely get it. If you're trying to get us and it's not connecting, it's an opportunity for you to send in your text message. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Are you there? Hello. Okay.
For me, I believe once you start cheating, your mind, from a place of a woman, I don't know how men do it. I don't know how men will cheat on 2, 3 different women and still come and tell you I love you. You see, for me, that word, I love you. You see, the
hello, good morning.
It's so significant in my life.
Hello, good morning. Are you there? Your name and where you're calling from? Who is on the line? Oshogbo, your name? Oluwatoyin.
Please, can you speak up without your bedroom voice?
Oluwatoyin. Can you hear us? Hello? Okay, so we just want you to share with us this morning, because now
it's happening everywhere. Cheating is happening.
I want to also pick on what one of our callers said, that you cheat for different reasons. What are these reasons?
1001 reasons. No, but that's just.
I would have loved to hear those reasons.
1001 reasons.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Ikorodu, your name, please. Jennifer from Ikorodu. Okay, so what do you have to say, Jennifer? This is my gender.
So, what I have to say that all men that cheating their wives, don't say that one woman, one man, and not to continue cheating your wife. Don't take everything that you give to you, be a blessing and give to that woman. Because it's not good to man to cheat his wife.
Okay. I think we lost that call. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, so you can just send in your text message. Let's hear, just give us, type it and send to us. We really want to know why you think. Or if you've experienced it, you don't need to tell us it is you. Just share that experience. Someone just decided to start, maybe when you were just talking, and it came up and they made a referral to something that happened with somebody relating to what we're discussing this morning. The reason is because many actually, just like you just mentioned before I got that call, that many do it for different reasons. Okay, I think I got a message now. My name is Debbie. I'm texting from Lagos. Iyanoworo. In my own view, either man or woman, it is not right to cheat. But couples should try to satisfy one another when there is no satisfaction. That's where cheating comes in. Reasons why couples cheat are many, but most times unsatisfied causes cheating. Unsatisfaction, okay, causes cheating. Love you guys. Keep it up. Thank you very much.
To an extent, Debbie, I would agree with her, but also sometimes it's covetousness and greed that causes this thing. Now, for men, you want to love somebody. You've seen her physical features and you see that she doesn't have what you want. Please leave her and go for the one that have what you want. If you can talk to the lady and say, okay, I love you, but this is what I want you to change, and she accepts to change, it's fine. Because you cannot say you want to love a slim person and you're now going out or cheating on her with someone that has big backside and front, and in the name of, no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Now, do you know the same man who has a very nice slim figure 8 woman at home can get outside and seek for a woman who has all the extra excesses in different areas?
So why did you marry the one that had the extra excess?
Were you expecting her to hard, or you intend to go her for her to get to that level?
You know what to do.
Now, just like Debbie said, many hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Are you there? I can hear you sincerely. I'm straining my ears. Hello? Okay, go on. Okay, I can hear Sunday from Ikorodu. Let's go on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Wow, good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Oregon.
Okay.
Your name, please.
No, please, let me hold the name.
Okay.
Okay. Oregon, we know you're calling from Oregon. Go on.
Yes, ma'am. Please. What I want to say is that you are talking about what makes me or
Men or women to cheat?
yes. But to me, sometimes there's just an married man. There's some certain things that I love. So my mind just comes out. I love romance, I love roses, but I'm just factors. But you don't know who's on to you, don't know who are you. So sometimes I make friends and make people after the people that they love, the wife loves it, and they don't have issues. They don't have issues. I've met many women before and you can become their wife, their husband, their So sometimes those are the things. Hello, ma.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah, so those are the things that used to help me against Jesus. You don't about family time with your wife. But sometimes there are some things you can do. Like me, I'm not she's saying I'm not something I'm trying to do. No, yeah, I'm going to do it. So you just say, what I want you. You have friends, you have people, some things around you who are really dying to and stuff.
Those are the Delilahs. Those are the Delilahs. Unfortunately, you didn't give us your name. Those are the Delilahs around you that are willing to give themselves to you,
Now,
who
but
are
he
longing
made
to
a
have.
very vital point.
you know,
He made a very vital
Yes.
point, and that's going to my gender. You know, yes, sometimes the workload can be very overwhelming and demanding, but if you have a partner or a husband who is ready to speak and say, this is what I want. Now, most women don't speak up even what they want. They don't
True.
speak up.
They don't.
So when you have a partner who is ready to communicate and take you through that journey, sometimes you want it.
Let me
but
tell you
don't
why.
want to
Let
talk
me
about
hold
it.
you. Let me
so
hold
that
you.
you don't feel guilty.
Let me hold you on
Let's
that.
not be like, say I
Wait.
sabi.
Sometimes when it depends on how strong, how understanding your partner is, another thing. Let me give it to you in that area. Now, sometimes you have partners who will look at you, but my wife has started this one that you are wearing, you are putting on boxers in the house. Who is teaching you all this? You are not, excuse me, hold on, hold it. I listen to you. Listen to me. But some, out of scare, they don't. I'm talking about my gender now. Out of scare, they don't. See, you have some partners who suddenly see a change in you and they're worried. They're like, when did they like you the way they are? You are. Just use your hijab, cover yourself up. Don't let any other man see. Let it be me and you. In short, don't be surprised when you see two partners who have been together for long. So someone was telling me in church on Sunday or something that I would rather want to be in the house with my husband. The children are already in school, so let me just wear something light and just feel. But if you have not been doing it before and you now suddenly start, some are scared what their husband will say.
Now, I want about the men that are speaking up to their wives that this is what I want. As a wife, you should be able to understand.
You need to,
like he is talking about romance. He's saying, "Oh, this is what I want, but my wife is not giving it to me. She's not." Now, if you have a partner, sincerely, a man that says, "See, I don't want this thing outside. This is what I want." It's only advisable you work with it and see how you can put yourself.
Let me read some of our messages. Adoni from Urushoki. You can cheat and still love in some instances. Really, e.g., this distance made you cheat. Then your fiancé said, "I am done," and you are crying because you still love her. Okay. Another one says, "Greetings." Wow, interesting. Greetings from Fabian Oladele Oyero. I'll speak on the side of the male act. A man in original lives a fallen Adamic nature. By this is now polygamous in nature, meaning he can have true love for his wife but still be at war with polygamous nature, which he may not want to do, but the law of his imperfection is making him to do that with regret, but still holding on to a true love for his wife. I'm a Christian but subject to one wife, which is not same as the Muslim people. But I tell you a truth, if God had permitted all we Christians to go in a way of Muslims, we Christian men would have proved it more. Thank you, Galaxy TV. And finally, someone is saying good morning. No, we are also saying good morning to you. So now I understand where you're coming from. I'm also trying to let some of our men know that, see, if you want your woman, there are ways you make it open. There are ways you make that communication open, because it was never in your coming together when you were courting, especially those who don't have any sexual knowledge of themselves. You know, I was talking about that thing
That's
before
true.
they got married. Now, the fact that you don't have sexual or carnal knowledge of each other because of your religion before you finally get hooked and got married, you need to also know that I was introducing then that is it not advisable while they're doing their counseling, they should
bring
also have
in,
a sexual therapist
sexual
who
therapy
will
that
also
will
help
show
them
that
and counsel them. It goes a long way. It will help. So is pretty cocoa now. And you now finally got married. You never had carnal knowledge of yourself. And after like 2-3 years, maybe you have 1 or 2, 3 kids. And you now started wanting your wife, you know, to keep your sexual, you know, the manly, romantic, you need a sexual therapist
Now,
to put
this
you through
reminds-
that. You need it. See, there is a way you communicate with a woman that a woman will understand and know that they will go to an, they will even go beyond where you don't want them to go because they love you and they will do anything to make you happy. So you need a sexual therapist who will help you. Our first caller mentioned it too. Sorry, just give me this 1 minute. As our first caller also mentioned it, that if you are not satisfied, in what way are you not satisfied? In the cooking, in the romantic aspect, in the sexual aspect, you need to lay it and bring it open. Make sure it is you and her, and make sure it is in a relaxed way. We're talking about it the other time. Your husband just finished watching, Reverend Online mentioned it. Your husband just finished watching a match or is watching the match. You sit down with him, let me be massaging your back, or, you know, it goes a long way. So
Well,
please.
you know, as we round up, I just want to say something. I watched a particular skit online and it made me laugh. And this was it. And he said, proof of for instance, you got married to a pastor. And so this lady, you know, was expecting the husband. A pastor went to minister and is online anyway. And then in the skit came back, you know, she was excited that the husband is coming back. So she forgot the mommy Joe aspect and wore the wifey attire,
aspect.
you know. And so when the man came back, you know, hugging the man and bent down, you know, and the man bent down and said, yeah, let's pray. And she goes like,
Excuse me? After this activity, we never
I
pray.
was like, are you for real? I don't want us to pray. Then the man said, so why are you kneeling down? What do you want to do?
So they know that the short of it. Oh yeah, now.
Just know your partners, and in as much as I do not subscribe to the fact that men are polygamous in nature, no, it's not. If you decide to cheat, it's because you don't have the fear of God in you. And if you love your partner, please stay with them. Whatever changes you want to change in them, make it communicate. The first caller said it. Communication is key. Without communication, you can't change a lot of things. That's my message to you. So as